Hi Cancers, I'm AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your November mid-months for 2018, okay? Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the loving, thank you for the comments, thank you for the like, shares, and subscribe, and just the support. You guys, I'm so humbled by you. You guys came in second place for most viewers, which is why your videos are coming out so early. And I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I would not be able to do what I do without you guys. You know, I can't have an audience of none, but I prefer not to. And you guys have proved to be some of the best, you know, people. Like, I feel like the tribe that we're building and the community that we're building is just going to be a really strong and loving one. And so I'm very, very excited to just be a part of this community, right? So without any further ado, let's get into it. Oh, sorry. Boom. Forgot. I am still doing the $10 3-card special through the end of November. So please check out the description box for any information below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember that this is a general reading. Your judgment is going to be the best judgment. Pick what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you. But understand that because this is such a broad reading, I do not have any control over what energies decide to come through. So if it does not resonate with you, look at any other tarot readers, you know, on YouTube. There's some really great and phenomenal ones, all right? And some of them which are still growing, as I am, right? So just, you know, be mindful if you want to find those messages. Don't get obsessed and lost, you know, I'm not saying that, but I am saying, you know, go after what you want, all right, Cancer? So without any further ado, let's get into it, all right? Okay, and I just have to say this, Cancer, I kept seeing the 9 of Cups as I was pre-shuffling, and so this is just wish fulfillment, and I really feel that way. If you guys have been going through, you know, kind of, the dark days, I do see a light at the end of a very long tunnel, alright? And just like wish fulfillment, just being happy, comfortable, really loving yourself, the people that you're around, enjoying food, just like, you know, sensuality of happiness, right? Okay, so I'm really sensing that, which is a great energy. So I want to point that out. Alright, shuffle. Cards. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Alright, so what we have pop out is Death. This was also the heart of the Pisces reading, okay, that I just completed. And we're in Scorpio season, so I'm absolutely not surprised to see this pop out. A lot of us are completing cycles and entering a new one, okay? And so with this is transformation, metamorphosis, and just turning into something new. And like I said in the last video, November to me is my personal new year, just because it is the cycle, it is a time of death and rebirth. Pluto is the planet of extremes, okay? So when it's in ruling, it kind of pushes you to your limits, and it forces you to look at what happened last year and what you're moving towards this year, okay? So the Death card, a lot of us are in a period of transition, okay, but we're on the end of a period of transition, and we're going to see what path did that transition. We're going to see what path did that transition put us on. Boom, we did it, okay? Now let's keep shuffling. It's so funny because the Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and I'm like, duh. Yet I can't speak. Well, we have the Empress do a complete flip. Where'd she go? Where's she at? Where's she at, though? Where she is. Okay. We have the Empress. Okay, so this is growth, abundance, expandance. For some of you, it can be pregnancy, all right? For some of you, it's just expanding and growth. Some of you are looking attractive, you know, very attractive. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you know. Somebody could be wanting to expand with you, or you genuinely want to expand yourself, okay? But there's definitely abundance and fertility and growth. And then we have the King of Cups, so some of you guys could be connecting with a fellow Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, and kind of entering a deep love where you might be having children with this person, you know. It's not for everyone, but that's for someone. Okay, and 3, One. Let's see what we're cooking with, Cancers. All right. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands as the underlying energy. So this is burden, okay, commitment, and a difficult commitment at that, all right? Sometimes it's not reaching out for help when you need it, okay? And kind of like this uphill battle, like what I was saying. But I really do feel like it's coming to a close, right? With the 10, it is coming to a close. Duh. With the 10, it's coming to a close where you're closing out this chapter that has been burdened. You're kind of laying down your burdens, right? But we're going to see what the rest of the spread has to say, okay? And the heart of the reading, we have the Queen of Cups. So that's your energy right there, Cancer. We have the Sun as the past foundation. We have the Page of Cups as the present energy. Really similar, really similar reading to Pisces that I just did. And then we have the World card as the most likely outcome. Again, that closing of a cycle, entering a new one, starting a new one, especially with this Page of Cups here. And then we have the High Priestess as your card of advice, all right? So anytime I see the High Priestess, right, and this is a Pisces energy, okay? This reading, you'll know. You'll know what resonates with you and you know what doesn't resonate with you, and you'll know very quickly, okay? This is when the guides are coming and asking you, and as a card of advice, Spirit is asking you to listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, meditate, contemplate on what it is that you are trying to accomplish it or what you need answers on, because they are within. I feel like I'm a Disney princess person. I'm just like, you can do it. Just believe in yourself. But that's really what the High Priestess represents. Like, she's really like, you have the answers with you all along. Dorothy, that's what I'm imagining. The Wizard of Oz. Like, you could go home the entire time. You just have to click your heels 3 times, you know, and believe in yourself. That is really the High Priestess energy, right? You know, it's Dorothy. Like, you just click your heels and you'll get to where you need to go. So just keep that in mind as I'm going through this reading, all right? So if you guys are in a state of confusion, because at some point, some people get so used to functioning in burden and discomfort. When you don't have these same worries that you had and you're moving on, it's very difficult to know what to do with your time, right? And I know some Cancers that I have, and again, I'm a Cancer rising, so I am going to talk mess about us, but it's just like sometimes we genuinely enjoy complaining. Like, we just enjoy bitching and moaning. And now a lot of us don't really have anything to bitch and moan about with the Sun card being here. So it's just kind of like, well, now what do I do? Be happy? You know, what's that like? It's kind of like what I'm getting. So a lot of us are having to go inward. It's just like, how do I correctly deal with happiness? You know, what is this emotion? Why do I wake up and want to smile, you know, instead of grimace? It's that type of energy, because a lot of us are moving into our purpose. And again, Pisces had a very similar reading, right? With this Queen of Cups being the heart of this reading, that is your energy. This is you. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's a very intuitive, very knowing. A lot of people are coming into healing. I really see, and this has been popping up in the personals too, where it's just like a lot of water signs are moving into this healing. And I think that we need it now more than ever. As I was saying in the Pisces video, it's just like, it is time to show love, show compassion, because we are so lost right now, especially in America, in this nation. It's just like, there's just so much hatred and division that's happening, but it's distracting us for all the love that is there. You know, like, there are people, like, my comment section reminds me that, you know, we're not in this complete shithole. Sorry to use that word, that, like, it kind of seems like we're in, because there are Cancers in the world, there are Pisces in the world, there are Scorpios in the world, there are loving creatures in this world that were literally brought and put on this planet to love and to accept and to forgive, all right? So a lot of you guys are moving in this purpose. You are loving that about yourself. You are loving other people, and you are loving to share love, okay? And so a lot of people are stepping into their purpose as like a healer, a teacher, a giver, a nurturer, okay? And this can come out in any way, and you can be doing this towards your project, all right? So if you're an architect and you're just like, I do math, you can love numbers, and with those numbers create something great. Science is an art form just like anything else, you know. I personally believe that. So like, even if you're like a numbers person and you're truly loving your craft, and it's going to make not put just you on a better stepping stool, it's going to put the planet and the earth on a better stepping place, you know? So really, really have fun in this time period, because a lot of us are stepping into our power, and that's super, super exciting. And I love that you're the heart of this reading, because it is time for nurturing. A lot of you are giving love. A lot of you are moving, okay? And so with the foundation being the Sun card, that's what I'm saying. You know, this could be past, but this is also where we're building from, right? So with the Sun card, this is happiness. A lot of people are happy. A lot of people are kind of seeing the light at the end of this very long tunnel, like I said before. And they're happy as a clam. Who doesn't want to be naked on a horse? As I always say, you know, living your best life. There's sunflowers, there's sunshine. You getting tan at the same way. Like, this baby ain't pasty. He's glowing. He got that Jesus glow, you know, kind of going around him. Because that's how he feels. He literally feels like a light beam. And so that is the foundation on which we are building, okay, right now. And so moving into the Page of Cups, this is the start of something. It could have been the Ace of Cups, but I like that it's the Page of Cups because it's a new beginning. It's something that is growing, but I don't necessarily think that it has to do with love specifically. So I'm happy that it wasn't the Ace of Cups. Some of you guys will be meeting somebody, all right? But a lot of you are just stepping into a creativity, stepping into an art, learning how to express yourself, poetry, okay, writing, just really, I'm really just getting some really creative things that are happening that are coming out of this Queen of Cups and the Sun energy. Just really even taking to Facebook, Instagram, posting those really nice supportive quotes, giving love to people, sending those random text messages, I love you, receiving those random text messages of I love you, because this is communication. So I'm really picturing some people are really using social media to spread the message of love, especially in this time. I think some people have just been propelled by the shenanigans that has been happening, and shenanigans is an understatement, but by some of the nastiness that has been going on through this country, people are propelled to really spread this Queen of Cups energy, okay? And just remember, you are loved, even if you think you're not. I love you, okay? I really think that Cancers are stepping into that moment, all right? And then we have the World card being here as the most likely outcome. So again, closing out that chapter, really putting finality to this 10 of Wands moment, and really stepping into just this a beautiful, beautiful energy with the World here. And starting again, starting new. So I like that you know, you're closing out a cycle and you're starting something new. You're really tending to this little fishy here. You know, you're making sure that he has water, and you're carrying him around with you, and you're just like, here, make sure you don't fucking drown. I love you. You know, it's that type of energy. You know, like, even if you might be elsewhere, you're making sure to tend to, like, your emotions. And so with this World card being here as the most likely outcome, again, it's just stepping into closing a chapter and beginning a new one, and beginning a really happy one at that. I'm overjoyed with this reading. And then we already did the card of advice with the High Priestess. And so this is using your intuition, your psychic abilities, your healing abilities. For a lot of you guys are kind of discovering these powers that you have, this kind of telepathicness that you have. Some of you guys are really learning how to use your some of you guys are empaths. There we go. Some of you guys are empaths, and you're learning how to, instead of thinking as your gifts as a burden, all right, you're learning how to see the good in them, and learn how to use them for your advantage and for other people's advantage, to kind of spread this joy that's happening. So that's really what I'm getting. That's a beautiful reading, Cancer. Yeah, and some of you guys are leaving indecisiveness behind. You know, you guys are actually making decisions. Cancers can sometimes be indecisive out of fear, or not even out of fear, just not wanting to move out of their comfort zone. But some of you guys are getting the offer to be moved out of your comfort zone with kind of a fiery energy. And, you know, there's offers that are happening that are going to kind of put you on your destiny, and a lot of you are more willing to take it. But with this High Priestess being here, you'll know when these offers come in for you, you'll know internally, you'll know right away if it's a yes or if it's a no, okay? But I do see a lot of you guys moving away from kind of like the instability and not knowing which way to go, and really stepping into your strength, taming that lion, taming that beast, and just moving into your best life, you know, is really what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see, Cancers. Okay, and the underlying card we have is Libra. Right, okay, cool. Pisces. So this goes hand in hand with the High Priestess. And again, this is your energy, but it's really just tuning into that intuition that I'm speaking about. Again, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. Some of you guys are connecting with the Pisces. You are. You're connecting with me, so boom. Anyways, but with this Pisces card, again, this is really combining your yin and your yang, and learning how to move forward and use the divine masculine, use the divine feminine to your advantage, specifically divine feminine, because the Pisces is that, is a feminine energy, right? So even if you're a guy, you're just a lot more nurturing, okay? And because Pisces is the 12th sign of the Zodiac, this is the maturing, right? So it's the last sign. So it's gone through a lot. It's gone through everything, and it's kind of now sharing its lessons, being understanding, again, being very empathetic towards people around this person, and just deeply using that intuition that you have, that gift of knowing, reading a room, reading a person, reading a spirit, and just kind of understanding where these people are coming from, and treating people with love and compassion is really what I'm getting. I know I sound like I'm preaching, but I'm telling you, you saw me shuffle. These are the cards. And I just think it's important right now. And I'm happy that the cards are demonstrating that, because it's just important to move as if you're a water sign right now, you know? Because, like, we just need it. We just definitely need water. We definitely need it. Drink water. A lot of you guys, we're dehydrated as a nation. You drink soda, you know, pop or whatever you call it, wherever you are. But it's just like really move into that water element, which is compassion, which is, you know, understanding. And you guys have it naturally. So it's really asking you to really tap into that side of your intuition. And again, with Gemini, Pisces had this also. This is communication, okay? Some of you guys might be in communication with the Pisces again. But this is communication. This is sharing it and knowing your truth, right? Geminis know how to speak their truth, and again, they share this duality, right? Both of these cards are duals. But with Gemini, Mercury, okay, ruled by Mercury, communication, education, teaching, learning. That's what I'm saying. Some of you guys are, in fact, teachers. But this is really just speaking your truth and using, again, a lot of you are using social media, all right, to spread this message of love, all right? That is so needed right now. Technology is what I'm getting. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Libra, right? So this is restoring balance, bringing balance in, specifically through words. A lot of people are using words and actions, but specifically through words. And I know that, like, people are going to be like, oh, it's not, it's taking a step further than I'm sending you thoughts and prayers, right? It's truly acting that out. But a lot of you are using the platforms that you do have to speak good. All right, that's what I'm using. And then look, again, boom, we have water. So that's what I was saying. Really tap into your element. This is a time for that. This is really the time for compassion and love with what's going on. Okay, and this is my newest deck. It's Moonology by Yasmin Boland. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It has to do with, like, the moon phases, but I like the messages on them. So we're going to see what this oracle has to say, right? A lot of Pisces energy. One of those, you know, like, am I projecting? And I just did the Pisces reading too. But you guys didn't get the same cards per se, but definitely a very similar message. Three, two, Believe in the impossible. That card tried to flip out. And that was what Pisces had. I really think some miracles are about to, you know, be happening. All right. So we have, boom, be bold and make the first move. And that is kind of what I'm saying. Like, your energy is definitely needed right now. Be bold. Live your truth. Speak your truth. Show people how to love. You know, what's that Lil Wayne song? How to love. How to Love. That song came on, and I was like, whoa, that's a blast from the past. But really show people how to love, like how you know how to do it. All right, and some of you guys, your commitment is being tested. What are you committed to? What do you stand for? If you don't stand for if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall. I messed that quote up. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Boom, got there, okay? But that's really what I'm getting, okay? So your commitment is being tested. What are you committed to? What is it that you are not preaching, but what is your message? What is the power that you want to have on the world, right? It's not going to be an easy battle. Again, we had the 10 of Wands here. So your commitment is truly being tested, right? Ask for help if you need help. But for whatever it is that your purpose is on this life, in this life, are you going to do it? Are you going to fulfill it? You know, right? You absolutely know. Okay, and then we have a time for healing, all right? Especially if you've gone through your commitment being tested, it is time to kind of maybe even go inward. And those lessons that you learned with that death card. What are you going to do in this new year? All right? What are you going to do in this new year? You don't have to answer to me, but ask that to yourself. And it is a time for healing others too, is what I'm getting. Okay, I like that. It's a time for healing others, a time for being compassionate towards others. That's really what I'm getting, guys. I know I sound like I'm preaching, but I mean, somebody has to freaking say it. You guys are really sharing. And then we have beginnings, which I absolutely love, just right off the rip. But yeah, it's definitely a time for healing. It's a time for healing our hearts. Time for healing this nation. Time for healing, you know, remembering what it is to be compassionate or just a decent individual. Not even good. You don't have to be good. Just decent. There's a song quote that I'm thinking of. God said it takes far more than... Okay. God said it takes far more than confession. Be a good man or give your best impression. I love that. Pretend. If you aren't actually like a good, happy, honky-dory person, just pretend that you are. And we have lost the pretending. I'm like, yo, where are our masks? Like, what is everybody doing? Remember we just need to like save face? You know, please, can we go back to that time? Give your best impression of a good man, and I promise you'll be good in the eyes of the Lord. You know, you'll be good in the accounts of the universe, right? And 3. We'll take it. Ah! All that shuffling to get back to beginnings. and it pairs perfectly with the World card. Like I said, a lot of you guys are putting, you know, your commitment is being tested, but after you pass the test, which I think a lot of you are going to do with flying colors, right? You are going to be able to lay down those burdens and close out this chapter and start on a new beginning, a new fresh start. All right. So thank you so much, Cancers. I keep looking down and it's my birthday and the timestamp. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really hope that this resonated with you. I hope that this didn't come out too preachy, but I just think it is that time, and the cards demonstrated that, to kind of put, you know, career aside, put love aside, and really just focus on the bigger picture. Was actually at the bottom of this deck, really looking at the bigger picture of like, we just need to show our species kind. Remember, and this is really quick, but just remember animals. Our animals in this planet are just they're not doing well because we're not taking care of them. And that is really our purpose as human beings, is kind of, I see, to take, not even that I'm a vegan or any of that. It's just that I believe that like a lot of us are neglecting our planet, and that's really coming, and neglecting our planet, neglecting love, and neglecting each other. And so now is the time to show that compassion with this time for healing. It's a time for healing for all of us to come together and kind of bring back, you know, make America nice again, make America kind again. All right. And so that is what I am getting. All right. So thank you so much, Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, I am still doing that $10 special. All the information for that is below, and peace, dudes.